right, welcome to moderate number 10. So this is starting out with everything but ones. We just have to count to find out what it goes in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the 9 that's missing. Now this blocks there and there, so this 9 has to be up or down there. This blocks here and here, so this 9 has to be there or there. And that helps us see that this 9 has to be here. These 8s block here, so that one's there. These 8s block here, so this one has to be in one of those. These are blocked, that's blocked, so the 8's in one of those. As far as the 7s, we've got these 2 columns blocked, so that 7 is in one of those. We've got that blocked, so this 7 has to be one of those. That's all that's really worth noting on the 7s. The 6s, this blocks this entire column, so this has to be there, and then because these 2 columns are blocked, that has to be there. Now these 2 rows are blocked, so the 6 is on one of those sides. These 2 rows are blocked, so the 6 is there or there. We have these 2 columns and this row blocked, so this 6 has to be here. And this row is blocked. There's a 6, there's that 6, there's that 6. On to the 5s, we've got this and this blocked, so there's our 5. Now we've got this column and this column as well as this row blocked, so there's that 5. This column is blocked, this row is blocked, so this 5 has to be there or there. This column and this column is blocked, this row is blocked, so that 5 is there or there. For 4s, that column and that row are blocked, so there's our 4, one of those 2. This row, this column is blocked, so that's our 4 there. And now both of those columns are blocked, as is that row, so that 4 is guaranteed to be there. These 2 columns and this row is blocked, so this 4 is right there in one of those 2 with the matching notes. Okay, so the 3 has to be over here on this side because that's all that's available. That blocks out that column and that row, so now that 3 has to be in that row, and that blocks out both of those rows, so this 3 has to be in that row. I know this column is blocked, so this 3 has to be either that high or that low. And that's about it. I will put this in just so you can see it. This 3 is blocked from being here, so it's here, here, or here. Now, I frequently say, oh, there's 2 squares and they are the 7 and the 9 because the 7 has to be in one of the 2 and the 9 has to be in one of the 2, so therefore they are the 7 and the 9. It can happen with more than just 2 squares. These 3 have to be the 3, the 7, and the 8. So those are guaranteed to be the 3, the 7, and the 8, which means that this one has to be the number that's left, and that number is the 1. Okay? So I'm going to go back to the 3s, but I just wanted to show you that 3-way thing there. Okay, so the 2s, that 2 is blocked there, so that 2 belongs there. This blocks this column, so the 2 goes in that row, which then blocks that, and this blocks that, so that puts this 2 there. Those 2 columns are done, so this 2 goes right there. These 2 rows and this column are done, so that goes in one of those 2. And this column and this row are done, so that goes in one of those 2. So that's definitely a 2. It looks like it might also definitely be a 5. It is. So that's the 2 and the 5. So the 9 can't be there. So I take out the 9, and look, there's only 1 spot left for the 9 to be there, and only 1 spot left for the 9 to be there. So that also makes it only 1 spot left for the 3 to be here, which forces that to be over there. There's only 1 spot left for the 3 to be here. 1 for here, 1 for here, 1 for here, that blocked that, 1 for here, these 2 columns, these 2 rows, 1 for there. So again, when you find one piece of information, it can fill in a whole bunch of stuff. So when you get stuck, realize you only need to find one thing to get the ball rolling again. So that was the 2s, and now look, the 2s are back to cleared up 2. That's blocked, those 2 are blocked, that's the 1. Now those 2 are blocked, so that's the 1. That's blocked, so that's the 1. That's blocked, so that's the 1. On to the 1. That's blocked there, so there's my 1. Now look, I've got the 1 and the 5, so this 4 has to be up there, as does that. Go back to my 1. This 1 has to be right there, because that's a no, which blocks that, and makes that the 1, which blocks that, makes that the 1. That's blocked, so that's the 1, and now that's blocked, so that's the 1. To my 8s, only one possibility left, because that one's blocked. Now that blocks that, and there's my 8. And last 1, so that's a 7, last 1, that's my 7, last 1, last 1, last 1, and now just a couple 5s to fill in, and that's the whole thing. Thanks for watching.